All right, here comes the boring one. I don't know. Like I said, I can always not upload it, if it seems too boring or if I didn't have something good to talk about. I should probably start this up and let it run again a little bit. So it's going to get a little dingy louder here. It's not even a word, but hey, what can I say? Oh, I don't like burning that fuel, but because we've had gloomy days, I've only ran the engine so much to top off the batteries, and I was at 13 volts on the lithium battery today. Lithium batteries, so that's, I don't know how many, that's like 80% or 70% or what it is, but 13.2 I think is can be considered resting full voltage. Full batteries 100% at 13.2 resting once they settle in. Charging it would be 14.2 volts charging, but once they've settled down and rest, when there's no charge going in them, then it's like 13.2 to be fully charged. So when I was at 13, which is still enough to run the furnace and everything. The furnace will do it on 12 volts. So that's the nice thing about lithium batteries is even as they're getting down to 50% or below, they'll still put out 12 volts or whatever. So I can still, in theory, I should be able to still run the furnace as long as I got 12 volts coming out of it. Out the window there was a thought, but anyway, that's what I was saying is that because it's been so gloomy and we had snow and stuff, which I think from the little bit of driving I did library and that, I think that and a little bit of something we have had in the little bit of driving I've done, I think is probably taking most of the snow off of my solar panels. I don't know for sure because I didn't climb up there with the ladder. I'm not exactly a light guy, so now if we had thick deep snow, then I would have done the ladder for sure, because when it's that thick, wet, sticky stuff, that doesn't come off the solar panels too good. Once lighter, powderier stuff, we've had really cold weather, so it's been more lighter stuff. That'll blow off if you get moving, if you don't have high enough winds. But once you get driving, it'll blow off. So I'm pretty sure, and then just from the readings I've been getting, like today, we had an opening in the clouds for a little bit, and the voltage readings I was getting on my lead acid battery was actually at like 15 or 16 volts or something like that. So I know that the solar panels and the sun are communicating pretty well for winter. And then I was up to 13.1 at one point on the lithium batteries when the sun was out a little bit. So I knew that energy was coming in. So I know that the odds are the solar panels are pretty clean right now. I know that's a little outside of this channel, but it's all me. It's all me and how my mind thinks and all that stuff. Why is it flashing back and forth? Oh, it's 93% on my camera for battery for that. Oh, I just keep praying. Glad God doesn't get sick of hearing from me. Because if he ever did get annoyed or sick of hearing from somebody, boy, I'd be one of them. I talk to him dang near nonstop. No, sometimes I don't, because sometimes, like yesterday, I had quite a quiet period where I was just kind of getting sad or something, sad or depressed or whatever, and I was just quiet, thinking about stuff. And so I wasn't talking to God about that or anything, but I know he was still hearing what I was thinking. It's kind of weird how stuff happens, because then, like, sometimes you can turn on the radio or something, and what's going on in your life, there is a song or something right there that just speaks right to you, like you were supposed to hear it at that moment. Same thing with my stuff, like Facebook and stuff. It's weird. But now you don't know nowadays if it's, I don't know what to say. I guess if I wasn't supposed to see it, I wouldn't see it. I don't know. But sometimes, like, just in Canny, how even that, like, different posts people put up, it'll pop up that just fit with what I got going on or something. Look at it right now, see what it says. Well, that ain't no good. No, I'm just kidding. Well, that's one I haven't seen before. You make heads or tails out of it. We'll give you a shot of it. It'll show up or not. It's sitting there. I don't know if that has a ta-da! I don't know if they got blurry or not. That's weird though. I don't even know what it means. I don't even know what it could mean. I don't get it. Of course, I got a lot on my mind right now. Maybe I'll get it later. But it's got to have something to do with scripture or something. Kind of creepy with that fire and the cross there. Lamb. But that was the very first thing that showed up here. Otherwise, then we've got our Minnesota crime thing shows some of the negative news that's happening around Minnesota here. This one's about South St. Paul. Apparently, it was a stabbing. Yes. I don't like news. News is so negative. I mean, I'll kind of look at it lightly just to kind of see what's going on, but I try to go past it fast because news is nothing but it just seems like negative. I don't like putting negativity into it. I got enough of it right now going on, but I know it's getting better. I'm gonna save this here. This little clip here. From a movie I used to really like. It's kind of cool. I'm surprised that somebody did that. It's cool. It's from the movie First Blood with Sylvester Stallone. The picture is, but it says, "Fitting in now isn't worth being left out of heaven." Look at that, huh? That surprises me. I don't know if that came in focus either, but I know that's from First Blood. I know that movie pretty good. So, whoever created that, kind of different. That's wow. Da-da-da. This was just a music artist that I know from, that's a little local here, Jimmy Don. He had done a post 3 days ago asking about how do you listen to music, stream, what service, physical media, which media do you prefer, just to kind of create some talk or whatever. And I had just put in that, radio or digital media via Bluetooth or whatnot. And what made me kind of laugh is that he responded that he can't do radio, not even XM. So the quality sucks. I hear the same SHIT over and over. Well, at least that's how it was the last time I tried listening to the radio. And I put the laughing emoji. Yeah, I hung out with him a bit when I was doing maintenance years ago in my 20s. And he was already, mixing beats and laying raps and putting together albums and stuff, and put out quite a few different albums. I never got known real big, but around Twin Cities here, probably fairly well known. And I do believe that he's friends with Jelly Roll. And I don't know how close friends they are, but I think they know each other fairly good. Anyway, that's what I think. I do believe anyway. I've never met Jelly Roll. But yeah, Jimmy is a really good guy. I liked him and I enjoyed the time that I got to hang around with him for a while. And even brought him out to, had him come out to one of the nightclubs with me one time, even though he wasn't really out in a club kind of person that I know of anyway. And because I'm such a social person even back then, everybody, I'm introducing him to all these people, and everybody's coming up and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that's my friend Jimmy, blah, blah, blah. And he was just like, really shocked. He's like, you really know a lot of people. I said, well, yeah, I do. I know a lot of people, you know. And I did. I think I even told him then, well, yeah, I have a phone number list of over 2,000 people, you know. I like interacting with people, and people seem to really get a positive vibes off me, and I like spreading that, you know. So the more people I can share that with, the better. You know? I figure if they're getting positive vibes, if they feel good from being around me, well then they're after being around me, they're feeling good as they're interacting with other people, you know. So it's got to spread. Better than being around you and feeling crappy, and then going around other people feeling crappy. How's that for philosophy? So, I'm a philosopher. Yes, yes, yes. Oh. I don't know. It's important, though, that even if these videos are boring sometimes, it's important that I do them. I know it is. Whether it's important for me to vent and more important for me to be in front of the camera to get more comfortable with it, which I can tell when I watch parts of the little clips when I'm editing. Sometimes I just smack it in and just watch like the beginning or the end to see if there's anything I need to change. What I could put it, if I should put something at the end or another clip or something. But otherwise, I don't like watch it all the way through or nothing. I used to do that on my other channel. Every video I made, I'd like to look through it, go through the whole thing just to make sure that everything was the way I wanted it. You know? I ain't worried about that with this one so much because I want it to be totally real and raw. You know, not a bunch of editing or something. Although I do have where I put one clip next to the next clip. It'd be nice if I could just shoot them straight through. But I think in one of them, I even took. In one of them, it was so long that I think I might have cut it in half and made it into 2 videos, you know. It was blah, blah, blah and so long. That got me thinking like the old series shows or that I wonder if I should try it like that, like right where one video ends, if the next video I'm going to put out, if I went back to that last video and just took the last so many seconds of that video and started the next video that way, it would kind of connect them all, you know. But then when it's day and night, then it would be different, you know. But it would kind of, not unless I'm on topic or something, to transfer the topic into the next one. I don't know. But see, then that's back into planning it, laying it out, and all that stuff, and I don't want to do that. I just want it to be real and natural. You know, life isn't always exciting, you know. Life isn't always, ooh, look at that, ooh, look at it, ooh, look at it. Sometimes life is boring or plain or whatever. So I figured, let's keep it real. Hey, we're keeping it real. How do you like that? You come to my channel and you're keeping it real. And it's not AI, I promise you. If I do something AI in here, I'll let you know right away. Probably tell you about it before I do it. Just to probably show it as an example. You know, like, look, check this out. I'm going to do this with AI, and the clip's coming up in 3, 2, 1, pow, there it is. And then, but I don't think that'll happen. Just another idea. Maybe rambling and babbling. All right. I'm going to run on a while here. That's where my gas gauge is. Oh, I gotta, since my fuel pump went out and I had a new one put in, I gotta get used to this gas gauge too. It's like, maybe the other one was broken in more or something, and this one takes longer because maybe it's stiffer the way it moves or something, but it'll fluctuate. Like I could start it up and it could be at a we're at a quarter tank, and then I'm only running for just a little bit, and all of a sudden it's like down to almost empty. I'm like, you know, and then it slowly comes back up to an eighth of a tank or something. So I don't know what's going on in there, how that. I know how the little float thing works in there, how it goes. But, and I know that if I'm like, if I'm on an uphill, I've learned if I'm on an uphill, the gas gauge looks lower. It's because so that means the float is towards the front of the tank, like. Then it looks like it's lower, and if I'm on a downhill, it looks fuller than it really is. So, and right now I'm actually pretty level, but I'm level front and back, but I'm leaning to the right more. So I don't know how that affects it. I wouldn't think that would affect it too much. I think that it'd still be pretty accurate. I think it's more front and back, because I'm pretty sure that the float is going to the front. I should have asked that mechanic guy who put it in. I should have asked him about that. If that aims towards the front, I think it does. Makes sense to me, because that's what it seems like from what I'm seeing when I'm on a uphill and the gas gauge is lower, and I'm on a downhill and the gas gauge is fuller. That would make me think it's towards the front for sure. So that is that. Well, once again, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, share it if you know somebody that would like to see it or could get benefit from it. Hopefully somebody's getting something good out of this. I know they will eventually. I know there's going to be, if people haven't, I know people have already gotten good stuff out of this, because I've gotten some pretty dang nice comments, not a whole bunch of them, but I've had some really nice comments that really, really made me feel good, and know that somehow I got to figure out how to keep doing this. And I'm afraid I gotta go back to work and figure something out. Even though I ain't getting hired, I don't know. But I'm afraid too, if I go back to work, that then this channel might like, and I don't want to let that happen, because I think this is very important to do. I feel like I'm called to do it, even though it may be boring. I don't know. I feel like I'm supposed to do it. Actually, I know I'm supposed to. I know it is. I wouldn't to force myself if I didn't really believe that, because up until I started this channel, I did not like being in front of a camera. I kept putting it off. But I felt it from God so much that I was like, okay, I'll do it. You know, because I believe in God, but I also have a healthy fear of Him. And I know that because I was feeling it so strong, if I don't do it when I know I'm feeling it, and He knows I'm feeling it, He don't let me know that He knows I'm listening to Him, but not. He knows that I hear Him, but not listening to Him. Does that make sense? Or I'm hearing what He's telling me, but I'm not doing what He's telling me. You know, so I'm doing what He's telling me. And anything beyond that, I wish He'd be a little more bold and tell me exactly what to do. Maybe I'm just supposed to keep doing this for now and survive through it somehow. I don't know, but I don't know. I gotta do something. I gotta figure. I'm so stressed out on the financial end. I don't care about money, but I do care about surviving and living. You know, I don't need no castle or no multi-million dollars. Of course, if I had multi-million dollars, that's all the more people I feel like it'd help. You know, and I would like to have a comfortable situation. You know, where I didn't have to worry about finances. It'd be nice. Of course, I'm sure almost everybody probably feels that way. The little house, one of the little houses is my favorite place. I really feel at peace. Here I went, and it's been vacant for almost 3 years now, I think. But I'll have to look at the data to see. But I just feel so at peace there. And it's only a little 400 square foot house, like somebody's old cabin. It's got a nice garage that I could really, would be perfect for setting up this, to set up a studio in the garage. And it's got a little office space, and it's got the bigger bay door, so I can drive the camper in. I do believe, and I think it's long enough for the camper to fit in there. And it's got another stall too. The house is only like 400 square feet, a little tiny house. But I don't need no big house. I'd rather have a little tiny house like that. Not only that, it's cheaper to heat in the winter because you're heating less space, and it's cheaper to cool in the summer if you need to cool it down. And I don't know how I can get that house, but I keep thinking about it, and I don't stop thinking about it. And here I am babbling on again. 20 minutes, video's long. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up for the like. Share it if you can. Subscribe, it's free. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks again. God bless you.